Hey guys, welcome to the Tyyni. Final round back 9. I'm Tina Oakley.
And I'm Eric Oakley. This event is brought to you by Natural Born Disc Golfer, Latitude 64, Dynamic Discs,
Ford.
We're out at the Sibbe course. This is a
Beautiful
very
property.
unique course.
Amazing spot.
I'm sitting one back of Eagle, Simon and Leo, a couple back from us. It's a pretty tight battle. We're all trying to, climb back into it. Any one of these holes can kind of go a couple strokes in either direction. So it doesn't, you're just trying to put yourself in and give yourself every opportunity, no matter what.
This hole is so uphill, so uphill. It's 70 meters. Feels like
like 100 meters, pretty close to it. Yeah.
100 plus, yeah.
And
this rock that you're seeing is extremely skippy.
Mm-hmm. So Eagle opted for the forehand with the FD3. Puts it nice on a hyzer. He gets that nice, skip upwards to slow it down.
But skips off this rock.
Mm-hmm.
He's not too far away still, but that's a good example of what happens up there.
Yeah. Leo looking at an MD2, little turnover shot. Goes a little inside, but she's pushing up the hill. And good kick, good action. He's got a look.
Yeah, that's really all you want. As long as you're not hitting early or hitting one of those little trees in the middle, that's all right. And even then, you can probably get your 3.
And this felt really good.
Yeah, that looked great.
But instead
Came
of
in just on the wrong angle.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Eagle and I hit just a little bit different spots, and mine got got a little boost to the right. His got popped upwards, and we're looking at 2 completely different looks.
That's unfortunate, but he's still almost in circle 2, if not in circle 2.
Yeah, it's for Simon.
Not too bad.
He's probably running it.
Ooh. Yeah, I gave it great height. That was that putt.
Simon just wants to be off the hole.
Go take a break.
Just off the side.
That's a bummer. Especially having an unobstructed putt. It's one you want to make. Not.
I had one little branch in the way, and
oh no!
Out of my hand, I was like, "Oh, that was perfect."
I was so bummed.
Yeah. I thought I made that putt, and now Eagle extends his lead.
Yeah, great putt from
2
Eagle.
strokes.
I wouldn't be surprised if that actually gave him some confidence. Like, oh, cool, I can get a stroke here.
Yeah, it gives him that a little bit of cushion.
He plays well under that kind of pressure, from what I've seen. Not pressure, but I guess it kind of is.
Yeah, he thrives. He thrives on that kind of stuff.
He sees that he can have an advantage, and he's really good at executing that.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool shot.
Hole 11 is very unique. 88 meters downhill.
Mando, that right tree right there.
Mando around there, and this is.
Top?
You're gonna see this basket on a giant rock face. And
it doesn't look that big. It's huge.
Yes.
It's huge.
And if you're down at the bottom, it is very tricky, and this is where you can see the wind howling a little bit. This is where this hole can get very tough. If you are looking at a 40, 50 foot approach, it's daunting. You're kind of worried about if the disc going to even sit or if it's going to roll. Eagle just pulling it wide.
Catches that branch.
Mentioned he needed to use a whale sack, and he's just in a place
That'll
where kind of birdie is out of the question, so he's going to look to just lay up there, I would think. Leo
over
just
the
needs
trees.
to stay over the stuff.
Oh, it looks great.
Comes in. That's a good play. And it's still a scary run. He
Yeah,
needs
if
to
you
be
end
much
up-
closer than that.
The play really is to end up behind the basket, but then still you don't really have access to an easy putt. You're putting straight at this 90-degree angle drop.
And this felt really good.
A little long.
But went long and is now dead because it hit straight on the rocks.
Yeah, this is a really interesting hole, especially from the FPO. There's not a lot of shots that'll stay up for us. Not a whole lot of us have that big sidearm like you guys do. So we're playing more down the middle. But it's really fun. It's really pretty. Yeah, eagle just laying up. Good angle control for that upshot. He makes it look so easy, but I know a lot of people would have a hard time with that little layup. You giving that a run?
No.
No.
I took my blend guard, knowing that it had a little bit more grip and stickiness, that I wasn't going to go too far. Yeah. Simon will have the best opportunity to try and convert a birdie here.
It's not as dangerous of a putt.
He almost gets it. Little action on the roll, but
a little roll too, but
not too bad on the comeback.
Yep.
Connects well.
It's great. How observant of you.
Yeah, just making sure you don't walk right in front of the live camera. Let them get a couple more spots of coverage. This feels like it's a good 3 to get. It's a super bonus hole considering how difficult that tee shot is to stick close to the basket. Hole 12 is a beautiful par 4 that works, pretty straight and then from right and then slightly back to the left towards the end.
This feels like a par 5 in my opinion. An eagleable par 5.
Well,
right?
It's for your field, I think so. Not for our field.
Oh, I don't think we could 3 it. Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And it's for us, we're just looking to cover pretty close to 100 meters, maybe more, off the tee and have a pretty good look. And now it is a rock face through most of the middle of the fairway, so it's difficult to keep it in the fairway.
And a slope behind the basket as well.
Yeah, and the green is very guarded. Eagle throwing I believe it's a Lux Instinct. And he smacked it.
This is one of those tough but fair holes. Man, you want to be mad at it, but really, if you hit your lines like you should, it's manageable.
Absolutely. Leo also opting for an instinct, pushing it out there, getting that nice drift, working back. This is just a great shot.
Yeah, these are remarkable. Wouldn't you say eagle shot is about as good as you could throw it?
Absolutely. I thought he parked it.
I thought he did too. It looked like it got all the way down there.
Late and slowed it down, but he definitely is in a primo position.
Still unreal.
I opt for the Raider sidearm.
Flips pretty good.
Yeah, just trying to. That tree is where I was kind of aiming. If I hit it, it's still a tough upshot, but I can definitely manage it. The fact that I got through is a super bonus.
No matter where you end up, I feel like you're gonna have a tricky, tough upshot. It's so guarded. It doesn't really matter where you are.
Totally. Simon hits a little early, but then throws a wonderful MD3 approach.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's got a putt for his 3.
Jump putt Claymore?
Yeah. Taking a page out of Jordan Castro's book. He likes the jump putt fuse.
Nice.
I felt like with the guard, I'd have to throw it a little too hard where I could just snap on a Claymore, and the speed of the disc was going to carry me closer to the basket. I think this is an MD4. Might be an MD5 from Leo, but he just has got great touch. Puts it down there. Eagle. Just saying, 3's good.
Yeah.
Layup.
No reason to run that early.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simon.
Great.
Simon stepped up to this no worries, no problem, and just made it. He wasn't. He didn't take his time on that at all. He knew he had it. It's a really good recovery from not a perfect drive.
Yeah. And, you're seeing.
That's the most stress-free 3. for Eagle.
You know, 4 threes here, which is it's a star frame, and that's, you know, if you're, it just feels kind of like at forward where if you're getting off the tee, it feels like a par 4, like a really easy par 4. But if you're hitting early, it definitely can be a challenge.
Yeah, I get why. Yeah, a lot harder for us.
Mm-hmm. Hole 13 is pretty unique. It's got a heart-shaped hazard area. Just plays as you play from in there with a stroke penalty, and very downhill. Kind of fun shot to throw. You're probably going to see a lot of sidearms from this group. Might see a backhand as well. But this is all about kind of what kind of ground action you get. Do you stick? Do you jump? Do you roll? Whatever happens. But we're all going to throw pretty similar shots and hope that the ground treats us well. Eagle getting a super flare skip.
Oh, and it hit somebody.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah, if he catches maybe some of that dirt, it might not jump as much.
Is it dirt or a rock?
Well, he hit the rock, but I think the dirt might have actually soaked up a lot more of the shot. And Leo, you see this? It's the ground action gets that nice skip.
That's what you want.
No
land
skip
in the grass
and
right
dig.
there. Beautiful. See, again, I didn't even see the sidearm on this, but I see straight shots before I see anything else. I like straight shots. Does anyone throw up the middle?
I think Simon does.
Spoiler alert.
So I put this on a really good angle, hoping to just get it to dig.
Yeah.
And
that was a perfect shot. Just a bad roll.
Yeah.
Great shot, though.
There's some really weird action. But
I mean, you didn't do anything
you
didn't want to do.
I hit the dirt. I didn't hit the rocks.
I think this shot is cooler. I think it's more fun than just a simple sidearm. But in disc golf, you gotta play what's gonna work the best, not necessarily what's more fun, unless you're me. That was, again, kind of a perfect shot, but this green is very skippy and rolly.
Yeah, it's
pretty
fast.
downhill. Yeah, that's unfortunate for how close you guys all hit next to the basket. Leo's really the only one that's stuck. Oh.
And that's the difference in
bid.
in a birdie or a par is how well you get that stick. And this reminded me of a putt I had the other day on a hole 17 at Ford, where it was slightly uphill, and I just did a little jump stab at it. And I just didn't commit to it, left it low. It was an opportunity for me to gain a stroke on Eagle there, but, you know, it was... maybe I was thinking about how I had a nasty roll away and everything. I should have just committed to the putt more and moved on, but... that's how golf works sometimes. Par's not a bad score.
Bunch of threes and Leo taking a stroke on you guys.
That's how you draw it up.
This is a interesting, tricky hole. There's a double mando right there that doesn't really come into play. You might see some sidearms if it wasn't there, but you might see sidearms anyway. There isn't really any OB. There's really short left, but no one should really have a problem with that. These trees on the right, though, definitely get in the way of the shot you're trying to throw. And then if you go through this tiny little tunnel, there's the basket. There's also a play out to the left side. It's way more open on that left side instead of going up this tiny gap. So
we'll see most of the players trying to get out to that left side.
Yeah, if I played it again, I would go to the left side for sure.
It opens up greatly over there and becomes a pretty routine approach.
Once you get up, there's no problem, but getting up, rollaways happen, and there's a lot of trees and rocks to hit, so.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, it looked good. There it is, that left side gap, wide open.
Both of those guys throwing PDs, I believe.
Hard on a hyzer.
Mm-hmm. And just putting it out there.
Yeah, that's
end up in
great.
some of those ditches, which makes the approach a little awkward, but you know, not too bad. And I opt for the same enforcer I threw on the par 4 on the front 9 that I knew I could trust to kind of hyzer for me. It was a little straight on me, but
She's a fighter. She's a good one.
Got all the way through.
fought through some
great.
of those branches into land in a really good spot. Simon doesn't believe in trees
Goes
and
for
throws
the big
over them.
shot.
This one looked so good and just drifts back in.
Awesome. That's a huge shot. He's got everybody by 80 feet.
Comfortably.
Yeah. I mean, closer to that hill, which might not be a super benefit, but still.
Leo, get one up here.
Yeah.
Here's a nice glance right to the basket. You know, and Leo on that last hole, he pulls within 1 stroke of me, 3 strokes of eagle, so he's definitely feeling like he's got a real opportunity to charge for the lead. And eagle hitting up short, he's going to have a circle 2 look here to save his birdie. With Leo and I putting it nice and close.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good jump putt.
Oh.
Oh no.
He just
Probably
needs to
trying to
not
get
hit
that a little higher.
But from where he was, it's not easy to do.
No, not at all. And you can't even see where the basket is.
That one just stayed high on him. It's an opportunity for Leo and myself to pick up some strokes.
Just one. Right? One each.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice one.
That's a great putt.
Simon has the farthest drive and then one of the longest birdie putts.
Yeah.
We were joking about that. Good birdie from Leo.
Oh, that left side looks so much easier.
Yeah.
Definitely played this wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine having to go up that straight gap would cause a lot of danger. You can end up on the hills a lot of places.
I didn't know. Antonia told me about it after she threw her shot. Like, oh, secret, I see. I don't know how his glasses stay on his face.
Yeah.
I've tried to play in sunglasses and they fall off every time.
Hole 15, 115 meters, straight downhill. This is a very picturesque hole. OB is long,
Yeah.
but it's kind of hard to reach. You kind of have to really float something like a mid-range or something out there. But it's just, most of these players are going to be throwing a soft mid putter style throw just to push it down the hill and
Yeah,
try and
once you
find
get out of the gap, you're not too worried about anything. Like, it's wide open down there, and you're not going to get a lot of rolls either. But the tee shot is really cool, really fun.
It is.
Interesting.
Leo catches early,
No.
and he knows that's a
Just
a
pulled it
mistake.
a little.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Putters?
Yeah, it's a guard. And I didn't really feel the wind, so I would have given that a little bit more hyzer, but she ends up sitting. I got a circle 2 look, which is, hopefully can convert on. Simon floating a C-line P2.
Ooh, baby.
And this one is cooking. Slow down. Yeah, and he's going to have a circle 2 look as well.
Yeah, like Eric said, that OB is quite long. It's definitely reachable.
Yeah,
But
if something
if you're throwing
connects,
the right disc, you shouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah. I think that's his D-line P3X.
Nice little flip up,
Yeah,
Read,
and
dead straight.
Good
Oh my
job.
goodness.
just gets that jump out of there, though.
That was a great shot.
It was. And we're all, the 3 shots that made it out are at circle 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you hit that gap, you're probably gonna be pretty close.
And this shot was so
Whoa.
good from Leo.
Oh
I felt like he got, and he's in circle 2. It's like just kind of everything just keeps pushing down this hill.
You can tell, yeah, it's definitely sloped. It's not dramatic as like the rest of the course, but it's definitely sloped. Bummer.
Simons gets no lift.
Those are the worst, when you just don't even give it a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I did that a few times. Oh, that was super close.
Mm-hmm. The wind was just everywhere. I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it.
From the fact that stayed as high as it did was kind of shocking because I didn't feel any wind and it just lifted on me. And Eagle connects. Great birdie for him.
Yeah.
Moves him back
That's
to.
everybody or 2.
Yeah,
That's
moves him
awesome.
back to. Is he 2 up now?
He was 1 over you on the last hole because you birdied.
Oh, that's right.
But if you go look at the scores, at this point there were some players cruising up into those first, second, third spots that weren't on this card.
Yeah, the young gun Nicholas, I forgot his last name, he made a real charge today. Hole 16, pretty routine 110-meter hole, but there's a lot of OB looming around the basket.
Just on the right and behind it, right?
Yeah, but it's very easy to find if you push the shot OB, but if you can control a real overstable disc and just pop it and let it come just in front of the basket, that's where you want to be. You don't want to be challenging this basket long at all because that's where the danger is.
I thought this one was really interesting. If you don't have a lot of distance, those trees on the right really change the way you throw your shot. It like forced me to throw like a certain type of flip up that I don't usually throw. And that's what I like about these courses in Finland. I feel like I've thrown shots that I haven't thrown in years or I've never thrown. And that's awesome. I've been playing for a long time.
Eagle with his glow FD3 puts it nicely inside the circle. He's going to be looking for his birdie. I'm opting for the Moonshine Lucid X Felon. Just giving a nice pop, lots of hyzer, so it pushes forward.
Yeah, see, for you guys, it's just a little hyzer.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as fun as what we get to do.
Simon throwing a high spike hyzer.
It is kind of blind, though, huh? You can
Yeah. Oh, and he catches that ditch. That's a tough break.
Oh, you see you laughing about it?
Yeah.
You look good.
Yeah, but the part is he, you know, we talked about it, and he's going to be taking his lie from a lot farther away
Right.
than he'd like to be.
Like that corner.
Yeah.
There we go. That's closer to the shot that I was throwing.
Yeah. Circle 2 look with a lot of danger behind. It's not what you want.
Oh my gosh.
Simon always putting on the show. Almost jamming the 3 from no man's land.
I thought he was going to make that. That was amazing.
It sits nicely. Gave it a half bit. It's a tough one to really fully commit to.
Is that OB that close?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like hole 1 close though, right?
It's not far off. For
Cut
sure.
from Eagle.
Mm-hmm. These are the kind of butts you want to have for
Yeah,
birdie.
these birdies. Nice. Good.
This helps keep me within 2 of Eagle. Leo's gonna, fall back a couple more strokes, so we're all right in it, working hard. And I think around this time is when the young gun Nicholas has turned in a score of 10 under par, pushing him to 21 under on the tournament, and that's where I'm at right now. So these last 2 holes can be a real test of who's gonna end up on the podium. Mikael Heim also put up a great score to be at, I believe, 20 under par.
10 down, right?
I think he shot 8.
8?
Nicholas shot 10.
That's awesome.
So there are definitely some players who are, battling for those podium spots. So Eagle and I are definitely not safe with 17 and 18 left to challenge us.
There's a Mando on this hole, so you have to play it out to the left side a little bit just to have access to the basket. If you end up on that right side, you're going to have some problems.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously if you miss it. And this basket is perched right in front of a giant slope down.
Mm-hmm.
Sound familiar?
Oh yeah.
It's a pretty hole though. This is a cool shot, cool approach. But nobody's doing this ever, I don't think.
It would be a
Unless
very
Simon had a
impressive
crazy
team.
roller maybe.
Yeah.
Like day one.
Leo looks
Yeah,
ashamed of this one, but
early and low.
a weird shot, but a good result.
Yeah.
He's not dead from there.
Still birdie from there.
Uh-huh.
But it's such a cool throw.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh,
if
it
it doesn't feel right, it's not very satisfying. You just really want to be able to open up and
Go for it.
smash.
Simon is going
Oh.
for it. And he hits the Mando tree and misses it. If he goes just around it, I feel like he's super close to having a look for the 2.
I didn't see any of this, so I didn't even know that was a play.
And Simon's just scoots a little long. He's got that uphill look at it.
Dang,
Leo.
I wanted to see that roller.
Mm-hmm. Popping one up there. And this looked good. It just crested the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to come in really, really slow. And you don't want to be too short of it, because then you have a death putt, but...
Yeah. That just got a bad action. I thought I put that short, but I'll have a good look.
I'm surprised to see, like, such aggressive upshots. This is what I would expect, is soft putter shots. I was surprised
there it
anybody had.
Yeah, well, I was trying to lay
fairways.
mine short of those rocks to just be having the putt, not having the elevated putt. But it just slopes away the whole time.
Good.
Good bid from Leo. Simon
That's
converts from the drop
great.
zone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a drop off, but I guess it's not that bad.
It's very uphill. It's not
Okay.
what you want to be having, and it's a slight breeze in your face.
I thought it was, but
Um,
it doesn't look that.
From where we're at, we're looking at like kind of a headwind putt, and it's not ever what you want to be putting is uphill, headwind, with crazy stuff everywhere. Eagle
Right.
connects.
Yeah, Eagle hasn't really missed any putts since,
No, he doesn't miss.
yeah, like not at all really,
Yeah.
I think this round. Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I missed that putt, but
Yeah.
it was
Well,
just not high enough, but I
From
didn't
that
want it to be
angle,
too high.
Exactly. From that angle, you do not want to hit high.
Yeah.
You want to hit right in the middle as low as you possibly can.
So
It's easy to
Simon
do.
looked at me. He was bummed because he knows that 18 can be a 2-stroke swing, and now that Eagle has a 3-stroke lead, it kind of puts me contending for that lead out of the question.
Right, like if you would have birdied that.
Yeah,
it
it
could have
definitely
been
puts a little
anybody's
more
game
pressure on
hole
Eagle.
18.
hmm And hole 18 is a doozy of a hole, 120 meters, par 3, OB everywhere.
This
And-
is the hole that everyone talked about all weekend long.
Yeah.
Hole 18 at Sibbe. Hole 18.
yeah.
I got a 12. I got a 9. I got a...
Yeah,
I
'cause
threw an
if-
OB 3 times.
If you go OB, it's normal OB rules. So it's not, there's no drop zone, there's no nothing. So you can stay OB completely from the tee shot, and that's it. It's just.
I'd like to
that's what you're
see
left
some
with.
changes on this hole for the sake of the amateur divisions.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very fair. I think MPO is not going to have much of a problem with it because of their distance.
hmm
But,
Eagle.
ooh,
Just
baby. Well,
sealing
at
the deal, closing the door. Great shot
No
from
worries.
Eagle.
Yeah, I'd like to see a drop zone off the first shot so that at least you move up 100 feet if you don't get inbounds on your first shot.
Yeah.
There's too many high numbers and lost discs, and I just don't think that's fun or fair.
So this was a big shot. This is a Lucid X Enforcer. I had to, if I birdie here, I beat Nicholas. If I par, we tie. Bogey, I go to third. So I was a big pressure shot. I followed Eagle's read and was able to convert. And I just got to go make my putt now. And this one needs to go. And this one just comes up just short, doesn't cross in. We wanted, I told him to throw a provisional because we wanted to go look to see where the disc was.
Wind, or did he just not throw it hard enough?
He threw a very overstable disc that just didn't get any push. And the wind is pushing from left to right, so these hyzers just get slammed. Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of wind on this hole, which just makes it so much harder. And that never got in bounds, so he's pretty much re-teeing. And you don't really even want to move up to where you went out of bounds because of that sand. You're going to have a huge disadvantage, so it's better to just re-tee.
Leo commits to another PD2 here. This looks very good. Needs to kind of just check up on the screen.
Oh.
And he rolls long OB.
Well, at least he's putting from there, but that's really unfortunate. That looked like a great shot. Just overcompensated a little bit from the first. These clouds look really cool.
Mm-hmm. This is also wide again from Simon. Just.
Oh. I'd think with the wind pushing like it was that it would carry further left.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's left to right. So
this one's
anytime.
Overstable, right?
Yeah.
The problem's me.
He's got such a good attitude. I love Simon for that. He's awesome.
This one he's going to put definitely in play. Just needs to kind of slow down towards this green. And he goes long OB.
5, 6.
He's going to be putting for 7.
Wow.
And he's counting up his
yeah,
strokes.
he's looks like he's over it. He knows he didn't play his best round. That's a good putt. Aww. But that's again why hole 18's just so brutal. It can completely change your round.
Yeah, you knew this hole was looming. Like I said, if Eagle would have done anything like this, I had an opportunity to kind of creep in for the win. Yeah. But it shows that when you convert on your shots and put yourself in play, that's all you need to do. And this is for solo second.
Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a good feeling to put a full tournament together.
Congrats to Eagle. That was quite the battle. There were so many good players out here. And even that entire round, he had other people creeping up on first place the whole round. So he battled really, really well. He had some struggles in the middle of the tournament, but just kept his confidence and made pretty much every putt. He loves Finland, so it's cool to see him win here.
Coming back off of that shoulder injury as well, he just was able to play smart golf.
I think it helped.
Yeah, he slowed everything down and then was able to convert, and he is our 2019 Tyyni champion. Congratulations, Eagle. That's awesome, bud.
And he won by 3?
He won by 3.
Yeah.
We both put up bogey free. He put a bogey free 10. I put up a bogey free 8. And we were, it was anyone's round for the taking. So congrats to him for taking it down. And like I said, Nicholas Antila puts up 10 down to jump from 4th card to the podium finish.
And then everyone else is tied for 6th.
Yeah, there's a big tie for 6th.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate it. Again, come out for the Tyyni in 2020. Hopefully we'll be here too.
Yeah. And subscribe, like these guys, share it around, check them out on Patreon, check our stuff out. Appreciate you guys watching and tuning in.
Thanks, SM, for the awesome coverage.
Yeah, they killed it.